BMW i8 in. So what we'll do now, we'll put the roof back, get this out of the way with, and then it gives us access to all areas on the car. Now that we've got that out of the way with, and then we'll crack on and we'll have a look round this car, have a look at a few things first of all before we do anything to it, and then we'll be lifting the car up shortly, taking the wheels off, get them coated and out the way with. Take a look at the paintwork on the BMW i8 here that we have in at the moment. Lots of issues in the paint here, swirl marks, scratches, holograms going on. Let's particularly take a look here at the plastic as well. You can see the deep scratches, etc. So quite a bit of machine polishing needed to turn this car around. Looking around the car at the moment, so just on the wings here, more swirl marks going on there. On the rear of the car too, on the engine cover at the back here, lots of issues in the paint. It's absolutely horrendous. You can see lots of swirl marks, holograms going on. We've got the full works here at the moment. So probably looking at the condition of the paintwork on this car, maybe a 3-stage machine polish over. So what we're going to do now is lift the car up on our lift here in our studio, and then we'll take the wheels off. Important factor as well, once working on cars like this, that we have the special lifting blocks. Same with the Teslas as well, very special indeed, because of the battery cells and everything underneath the car. And we've got to know exactly what we're doing here. So now we've got the car up in the air, we've got clearance now both ends for get the wheels off. We're going to get these off now. All wheels coated back and front now, and they're sealed, fully protected. So we're going to get these back on, get this out of the way with, and then move on to the next stage. This vehicle as well, the way the doors swing out too. What we've done, we've polished all the plastics up around the back here, paintwork here around the back of the bumper too, and panel whiting all down, so that's all ready for the second stage of polishing once we get to it. Still quite a few issues with the paintwork on this particular car as well. Tomorrow we should be carrying on doing the paint correction on the passenger side. Once we get all that done, out the way with, then we'll move on to the boot lid here. Lots of issues there, and then we'll have a catch up then to see how we can turn this one around. So we've been doing a lot of machine polishing around the rest of the car. Just this door to do now before we move on to the boot section. But as you can see, the shimmers and holograms that we've got going on here in the paintwork. Making good progress now on the i8 here. So what we're going to do now is retract the roof completely, get the this flat back down here, and then we can address the back end. The top end of this car at the back here is in a horrendous state. So what we'll do, we'll get this down now, and then we'll have a look. done now, machine polished this area here, both these parts, this here, this centre section here just behind the badge as well, and we've got it taped off so we're not catching any of the side or intake vents. Now what we'll be doing is addressing the rest of the boot lid down there now. I'm going to go and have a look at that, see what the condition's in. But as you can see now, it's looking more like a mirror. Hell of a lot of machine polishing was needed on this particular car, and as I say, it's very important, I can't stress this enough, finding the right person to do the work, especially on this type of cars, because simple fact is there's buffer trails, everything going on in the paintwork, and if somebody's not got the correct experience, and that using a machine can cause catastrophic and major damage to a vehicle like this, or any vehicle basically. Right, so we'll go and have a look at this section now, and then we'll move on to the next stage. As we can see in the rear boot lid on the BMW i8 here, lots of issues in the paintwork. You can see the deep scratches, holograms, everything's going on here. And you see, if you have a look closely, you can see the buffer trails as well that have been left behind by somebody else who's probably inexperienced at machine polishing. Also, just a quick note here, we're using a very special polish for the refinishing of the paintwork on this car. This also cuts any holograms out whatsoever too. Very fine cutting compound on there that we're using here, and you've got to have the right speed, the skill set and the know-how using this to eliminate all the holograms within the paintwork. Now, as we've seen before with the paint on this particular car, how horrendous it was in, lots of buffer trails, everything going on, and this is quite important as well, and I can't stress this enough. Once you do machine polishing, you've got to know exactly what you're doing, because now on this particular car at the moment we've done a two-stage machine polish overall to eliminate all the defects and everything. Some wet sanding work on the back end of the car here on the boot lid, because it was that severe, the scratches and all that type of thing. So if you like any further advice for having your car detailed or anything, don't hesitate, give us a call and find out more. Check out our car detailing services and everything on our website. Right, so we've done a hell of a lot of machine polishing now on this fantastic car. More or less got it all finished. So what we'll be using now, two nano hybrid machines here, and what we'll be doing is just finishing these plates off here. Well, another fantastic car to work on here, the BMW i8. All finished now and complete, and coated in G-Technic Crystal Serum Ultra and XOV4. What we'll do now, we'll just have a pan round the i8. We'll have a look at some of the things that we've done before pulling the car outside and taking a look round in the daylight. What we also did, removed all the wheels, coated them back and front in Crystal Serum Ultra, that's the ceramic coating, and also the calipers as well, so they're well protected for some years to come now. What we also did on this section here, we had to hand polish all this underneath here because we can't lift this section up, and we refined the paintwork doing it that way, getting rid of all the swirl marks and scratches out of there, and that's well done. And this car now just looks like a complete mirror. Lots of issues in the paint before, remember what I said, with loads of buffer trails and everything, but we've got rid of all of them, and now this is looking better than brand new. We also did a major paint correction detail on this fantastic car, and as you can see, this now looks like a complete mirror. No defects in the paint whatsoever on this. Also treated the full interior of this vehicle, and that's the dashboard, all done in G-Technique matte dash. All the carpets have been treated, and the leather seating too. So there's no dye or anything going to sink into there if you were in jeans, that type of thing. But this is one awesome car. What we'll do now, we'll pull this fantastic car outside, take a look round in the daylight and see how it looks. You enjoyed that short video on the BMW i8 here, on what we did to this car. Turn this round from a swirl mess back to a mirror finish, and that's what we achieve here at Top Car Detailing. And it's always about long-term protection for the cars as well, like with this car now having Crystal Serum Ultra and XO V4 on the paintwork. Remember, that coating also comes with a 9-year manufacturer guarantee. Like any information on that, check out our website at www.topcardetailing.co.uk. Also, while you're on our YouTube channel, if you like, hit the subscribe button below and keep up to date with more nice cars that we'll be working on soon. Anyhow, I'll have to go now, and until next time, catch you later.